Yeah. My right, check out my mouth. Yeah. Right. You know I love this style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you're whining your pop waist. Don't tease till it making me on it. So smooth when you move to the groove in the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? This a girl a wine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, Joe she find. She have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so fast. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on the level right now. I match to the bass and the treble right now. Wine to the real, let my crown. Bedroom bullet up, me now back down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro. Go, girl, you want it, they know. Yo, real on the scene. Heavy movement. You and your team.
Liberia! Ha! It's your day!
Tama Corporation is hosting the first ever Heritage and Cultural reality show called National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. The National Heritage and Cultural Challenge is a reality show organized by Tama Corporation, enabling us to explore our culture through entertainment. At the same time, you could stand a chance to win the grand prize in the amount of $38,000 United States dollars. Teammates will be grouped into 15 teams, representing the 15 counties in Liberia. Each team will consist of 5 members, with each team member having a specific role. A traditional chef to cook all the juicy local dishes, a beauty queen or king to showcase how beautiful, inspiring, and unique our Liberian culture is, a talented dancer, singer, storyteller, you name your talent and be on the show. A smart man, that one man who is certain of his knowledge of the county and the Liberian history. Lastly, our warrior, who will be ready to fight and protect his county at all costs. To avoid weekly eliminations, each team must perform and win traditional games or tasks given to them.
And the live auditions, January 25th in Kanta, the 26th of January in Kakata, February 2nd in Bicentennial, February 4th in Monrovia, and the final
Monrovia, Harrisburg, it's time to celebrate with the big boys.
You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boy?
So join us this and every weekend, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, as we chill with the big boys. Then the big one comes out on February 11 and February 14 as we celebrate the Valentine's Day as Wookie Special Lovers Night. And on February 11, come in your green as we celebrate the gallant men and women in arms and our fallen heroes on Armed Forces Day at the Wookie's Farm. Gates open at 12 noon till the break of dawn. Have a night in our cozy chalet for as low as $85 and have a breakfast and unlimited time in our pool. And for that VVIP, for only $150, you get 1 bottle of red wine, 2 breakfasts, 1 lunch, and unlimited time in our pool. Come along with the kids this and every weekend and on the Valentine's and Armed Forces Day at the Wookie's Farm. Take advantage of this offer this and every weekend, and to spice it up, visit our local bar. Yatta's Guiding is now open for that local drinks. Why don't you visit us at Wookie's Farm in Harrisburg? Taste our finger-licking grilled fish, pizza, and varieties of food. Wookie's Farm is back again. Come and chill with the big boys this and every weekend and on the Armed Forces Day and the Valentine's Day. I'll catch you there.
You want to
Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpuktchen.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapu's Kitchen keeps your fingers licking.
Make you smile, Angelina.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Welcome to the program. You're listening to the Costa Show. You're watching us on Facebook and a number of platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and a number of audio streaming platforms. Today is Wednesday, the 16th day of February 2022. The time in Liberia is 7:31. The time in Delaware is 2:31. And I am your humble servant, Henry Costa, and your humble servant, Wookie Kamara, is there in our studio in Liberia. Wookie, good morning.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be here with you this morning.
Very, very good. So what did you do on the day of the Bicentennial?
Just home. Just home, nothing more, nothing less. I was just home throughout the day, because that day we work on a day. Yeah, so that day, a lot of ministries and agencies were all closed. They told their employees to go at the stadium. So it was just like a holiday in a country, nothing good going on. So I must say, I just spent the entire day home.
Do you feel like it was a program that you felt a part of?
No, a lot of people were on their normal businesses. Like I said, only government officials.
So it felt like a government thing. It didn't feel like something we were celebrating as a country.
Yeah, it was all about government. So the employees were all at the stadium with their red berets on their head. So that was just it.
Yep, that's true. That's what George said yesterday. George Ware, our man, he said just about what you said. And so all your celebrations are over.
Yeah, all over now. The president spent his first night in the executive mansion on last night.
Well, the president said 200 years of celebration. So the celebrations are not over. Okay. 200 years of celebration. You want to play that clip I sent you? Set it up and play it. He said, I am Dr. George Weah. The guy calls himself Dr. George Weah. It is embarrassing. When you have been conferred, when an when an honorary degree has been conferred, honorary doctorate degree has been conferred on you or upon you, you do not you do not mention that. You do not put that. It is never mentioned. It is never used. It was never earned. That degree was never earned. That's why it's called honoris causa. You know, it is not a degree that you earned. So you cannot call yourself, I, Dr. Henry Costa, when I did not earn a doctorate degree. I mean, educated people know that. So educated people know that. You do not call yourself that. You did not work for it. You know, and then he goes on to say that he is Liberian. Mr. Weir, you are not Liberia. You are the president of Liberia, unfortunately, but you are not Liberia. But you see, when he says, I am Liberia, and I know in George Weir, here's how I understand. And Baka will play that video shortly. I posted it last night when someone shared it with me. When he said, I am Liberia, what George Weir really meant is this. He owns the country. He is the country. Everything belongs to him. Because isn't that how he behaves? That is exactly how he behaves. The national coffers belongs to him. He can put his hands in and take whatever money he wants and do whatever it is he wants to do. He is Liberia. That is how he feels. I mean, we are in such a terrible situation that the guy feels that he is Liberian. He owns the country. Sad. He owns Liberia.
Yeah.
You know, all the women are for him. All the money is for him. No, Mr. Katie, he did not misspeak. I know George Weir personally, and I understand his psyche. He's the country. Everything belongs to him. Why do you think he puts his jersey number everywhere? 14 military, 14 visible park, 14 this, 14 that. He feels that the country belongs to him. That's what George Weir doesn't know how to distinguish between what's for Liberia and what's for him. He doesn't know how. How do you think he managed to buy that $1.2 million condominium in Paris where his useless son Cham Weir was staying and throwing parties all the time, loud music in the people upscale neighborhood? They had to take him to court, prosecute him. He was convicted. Had it not been for his father being president, his sentence would not have been commuted. He would have had to go to jail for 6 months. So that's what George Weir feels. He's entitled. I am the country. I own everything. That's what happens when you give an absolute idiot power. He thinks the country belongs to him. And that's exactly how he behaves. I am Liberian. I'm Dr. Weir. Listen to him. Can't even pronounce bicentennial. Is it bicentennial? 200 years of celebration. It is not 200 years of celebration. It is celebration marking 200 years of existence. But I got a 21-second clip. The boy can say it right. Then you gain 21 seconds. The clip is 21 seconds. 21 seconds. The guy said a 200 years of celebration. 200 years. Boy, I can't talk about the celebration finish. Celebration not finished. So we have said 200 years of celebration. You go. Go play the video. You get a man 10 seconds. You get a man with what's it? WhatsApp. 10 seconds. The ball was falling. Play the clip. I am Liberian.
I am Dr. George Weir, President of the Republic of Liberia, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Our bicentennial, 200 years of celebration.
Hold on. Our bicentennial. It's not bicentennial. There is no such thing as bicentennial. It is bicentennial. Centennial. Commander-in-Chief. You are not commander-in-chief. You are the commander-in-chief. Jesus. You say, I am Dr. Weir. Then you say, commander. You think that rebel time is a commander? But guys, go and play that thing. They got to visit commander in chief.
Of Liberia, commander in chief of the armed forces of Liberia. Our Bicentennial, 200 years of celebration. Welcome to Liberia. I am Liberia.
But hold on there. Yeah, man. How many years of celebration?
200 years of celebration. I
Okay.
am Liberia.
200 years of celebration. But he did not say 200 years of celebration of 200 years of existence. That's not what he said. The man said 200 years of celebration. That's just so jolly. So jolly in the man here on the, he can just say 200. Yeah, but go back our Bicentennial. That's that antenna. You think that two antenna is a Bicentennial? It's Bicentennial. Jesus, commander in chief, commander. The men are commander. Play that thing again. Look, the guy is so fishy. When I hear Joey speak, I just feel sorry for my country. I said, hey God, Liberia fell so low to the level that Joey and all became president in our history. We really made accident that we see men like Joey and all became president of our own country. Jeff, you are celebrating 200 years of existence. You said 200 years of celebration. So, would you be celebrating? That all we do.
Non-stop celebration. You like it?
Celebrating.
Yeah.
The guy, 21 seconds. The clip is 21 seconds. The book can make sense. Play one more time so we can move forward.
I am Dr. George Manawia, President of the Republic of Liberia, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Our Bicentennial, 200 years of celebration. Welcome to Liberia. I am Liberia.
Thank you.
You can know that there was a lot of editing within this video.
It's just 21 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a 21-second clip, and your president cannot do a short 21-second clip without multiple edits and without still royally screwing it up. Yeah. It's just short clip. The man gotta still mess it up. Talking to we are ashamed for you. Hey, ashamed for you. Now, Boakai, let's talk about something else here. Joseph Human Boakai, the political leader of the Unity Party, speaks today at 2 p.m. Joseph Human Boakai at the headquarters of the Unity Party. He will be joined by Senator Yomli Kanga, the political leader of the Liberty Party, and Honorable Bernard Yuri, the political leader of the All Liberian Party. Of course, the ANC is not invited. You invite them just and they will read long letter and tell you why they can't come and why the press conference should not happen. But you know that's what they do, Boakai. They ain't coming somewhere. You will read long letter. Did you see comments at the Bicentennial event?
I saw him there, yeah.
Did you see his picture of him there? I saw the picture of him. What is iconic about that photo of Cummings at the program? Cummings has something in his head other than you must not have seen the picture. Well, I saw a picture of Cummings at the program, which I have here, and Cummings is sitting out there with his portable fan in his hand. I never knew such a portable fan existed. I never knew they had a portable handheld fan that you can literally hold in your head.
No, that fan is there for ladies when they do that face beat and makeup.
Oh, so you're trying to say Cummings did face beat or trying to...
No, I'm not really saying that Cummings did face beat. No, I'm not saying that, but normally you see that fan with ladies.
But boy, listen. When was the last time you saw somebody with a The guy is fair. There was another expression on Commy's face. You see Commy's face? What else you notice? Coming was looking at Jay, you want use the restroom. You know, there's something about Cummings when you see him a lot of times. Like he always looks like he in a hurry to go somewhere else. and you know when you meet some people and it looks like they're in a hurry to go somewhere else. That's exactly how Cummings can look like. Either that or he can look like he changed to go to the restroom. Yeah. But I said that way but why he get away the fan? Okay. Hey, why about that?
No, the time they took the main picture, I may on the term of using the fan. So like they both are using it. So they
oh, so when the picture was captured, that image, so it was his turn to use the fan.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Yo, so Cummings is not invited to the press conference today, the Joe Biden press conference, which is taking place at 2 p.m. today at the headquarters of the Unity Party. Because I swear, you invite Cummings right now. Cummings will write something. If you invite him right now, Baga, what do you think Cummings would say if they were to invite him to the press conference today?
Probably he'll say it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate to have a press conference at the Unity Party.
He will also say they're not saying the statement 2 weeks in advance. The statement won't give. He doesn't know about it. Oh, they got.
He have a trip out of town. He go to either Basel or
man, the guy can complain. The guy can complain. What kind of guy that's so? Huh? The guy can complain. You invite a man to a meeting. The man will say, "Why you not telling 2 weeks ago? And why you not saying the meeting agenda? Why you not telling who all be in the meeting?" The guy that likes to complain. Why do you think he's like that? He complains about everything. Why do you think he's like that?
But that's a mission they made on to destroy the CPP. So every little thing, there'll be a problem. You know, the beginning of the CPP, there was no such problem. There was absolutely no such problem. But it just reached certain time, we just start experiencing this. Every little thing become a problem. You do this, problem. You do this, problem. So I don't know why. What a sudden change? Because Mr. Cummings was not noted for that at the beginning. There was all his
wine. The man just turned to 90-year-old papa in our hand.
Absolutely.
He can just cry. Everything he crying about it. Alexander Benedict Cummings. But the press conference is today at 2 p.m. Folks, it will be fascinating. And this week is an interesting week in the history of the almost dead CPP. The CPP has not died completely, it's almost dead. But this week it will die completed this week. So the press conference today is very, very interesting. Watch out for it and you will see what happens. Let's move on to something else here. LEC, the Liberian Electricity Corporation. Well, so when was the last time you had LEC on at your house, Parker?
Yeah, last night. After 3 days, a stop by last night. So at least
it stopped by. It didn't come. It only stopped by.
It stopped by last night.
And how long did it stop by for?
It was there 10 p.m. It left 5 o'clock in the morning. So 10, 11, 12, 1.
Maybe it had to go to somebody to Dubo or somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah. So it chile from my end, 5 o'clock in the morning, it goes somebody to have to enjoy 2 hours for another move 5 or 6 hours.
My man, it's very, very serious. This thing is shameful. So listen, there is a statement out by the Liberia
Electricity Regulatory Authority.
Electricity Regulatory Authority. They issued a statement. I have the statement here. I want us to just take a look at it. But you know, Baga, this is so embarrassing, my man. You know, they are saying that LEC should stop talking about You know, my man, it's just find the statement if you can find it. But I want us to take a look at it.
Okay.
Hold on. Somebody, Charles Collins poster is somewhere, yeah? Let me see whether I can find it on Charles Collins' Facebook page. So they, I got it, I got it. Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission for immediate release. Monrovia, Tuesday, 15th February 2022. The Board of Commissioners of the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission, LERC, has described the Liberia Electricity Corporation's LEC massive load shedding in its operational areas as unacceptable and calls on LEC management to set into motion remedies to address the electricity generation nightmare. This load shedding being carried out by LEC, as observed, is in violation of the minimum service levels in Schedule 2 of the Customer Service and Quality of Supply Regulations, which ensures that the duration of outages cannot exceed 8 hours, and therefore the Commission directs LEC to take urgent steps to curtail this load shedding. The Commission recalls that during LEC tariff application review process, the Commission on numerous occasions expressed concerns about the seasonal variations impacting Mount Coffee Hydro, blah, 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 blah. But this particular statement from them is very stupid. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to go further. And here is why I say it's stupid. The Liberia Regulatory, Electricity Commission is behaving as though they do not know why LEC is a mess.
Yeah.
They know. They're telling LEC to stop the load shedding. Oh, you can't do load shedding for more than 8 hours. We know that's what the law says. The law says that the power outages cannot last for beyond 8 hours. That's what they're saying. But these power outages are deliberate because LEC does not have the capacity to keep power on for everybody at the same time. Therefore, it has to load shed. For those of you who do not know what load shedding is, Boakai lives on the Dupont Road. For 5 hours, they give Boakai electricity. After 5 hours, they turn Boakai off and they give John Brown, who lives on 12th Street Sinkhole, they give him electricity. And after 6 hours, they switch John Brown off and they give it to Mary Jean, who lives in Fiamma Sinkhole. And it's called load shedding. The load is heavy. They got to shed the load. SHEDDRNG. Load shedding. You're shedding the load like you're shedding tears. The librarian can say you're sharing. Hey man, the man sharing tears. No, it's not sharing tears. It's not SHARRNG. You do not share tears. You shed. You shed. It's dropping. The tears are dropping. You're not giving them to somebody. Hey man, stop sharing tears, man. You're not sharing tears. You're not going around sharing it with people. You're shedding it. It's dropping. You're losing it. You're shedding. So load shedding, that's what it means. There's load here. You shed the load. That means you're reducing the load here. You go here, you reduce it here. So that's what the LEC is going. They're load shedding. They're rationing the power because they haven't got enough. And the reason they haven't got enough is because the generating capacity is limited because thanks to Ellen, we went and built a hydro at a place where, we rebuilt in 1966 hydro when we should not have done that. We poured $350 million into rebuilding a 1966 hydro. We shouldn't have done that. And so let the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission spare us, okay? Don't they know why LEC does load shedding? They know.
They do.
You want to fix electricity? All right. We've got the power lines under the CLSG program. CLSG, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. The West Africa Power Pool. The lines are in Liberia. They got a power station in Grand Cape County. Okay? What the hell are they waiting for to turn the damn thing on? That's the only thing we can do at this point. We cannot deal. The Liberian Electricity Corporation, the dam will not produce enough. It just will not. And they also built another substation in Grand Bassa. Are you aware of that? It's in
Yes.
Buchanan. They built a substation in Buchanan.
Before entering Buchanan, you can see around the road.
Just before you enter the port city of Buchanan, they have a power station there.
Yeah.
That power station will feed that side of the country. The one in Grand Cape County will take care of Western Liberia. It's there. So when do they turn it on? This is what the government should be telling us through the CLSG program, when they will turn those power stations on. If you don't know, it's going to fix our electricity problem. Here is why. They're bringing the electricity from the Ivory Coast. The electricity is coming from the Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast has so much power that they are selling electricity, not just to us, but to Sierra Leone and to Guinea from the CLSG. I believe even to Sierra Leone. So it's Sierra Leone, Guinea, the Ivory Coast, and Liberia. I mean, well, not the Ivory Coast, and Liberia will be buying power from this thing. Right now, you go to Maryland County and Nimba County and Grand Zeta County. Those counties are already enjoying electricity from the West Africa Power Pool Initiative or project. So forget LEC. LEC will not be able to fix our own electricity challenge right now because it's a generation problem. When I say generation problem, I'm talking about the capacity to produce electricity. The hydro needs a consistent amount of water to spin those turbines, those rotors, the rotors. And when the rotors are spinning, then the rotors will then cause the turbine, the generators, the massive generators there, the turbines will spin, and it will cause the generator to run, and it will produce electricity. That's the way it works, hydroelectricity. But when you do not have enough water, the water level drops significantly during the dry season. It affects it. The hydro has never been effective all year round, never been, since it was built. Back in the day, during dole time, we used to get extra electricity from where? Supplemental electricity from bomb mines. Bomb mines used to sell electricity to the government of Liberia during the dry season. Yes. So Liberia has never fully relied on that hydro since it was built. Why do you think we had the diesel generators running at LEC on the Bourgeois Island around Nuku Town? The reason we had those big diesel generators operating is because we were never fully reliant on the electricity produced by the hydro. The hydro originally had a 64 megawatt capacity when it was built back in 1966 by William V. Stubman. But during the dry season, when the water level drops, those big turbines, those gigantic turbines, do not have enough water to spin for them to turn and be able to power the generator, for the generator to produce power. So you would realize that sometimes it would just be one turbine working as opposed to three. Now I'm told it's just one turbine working as opposed to four. Now, when Ellen Reed rehabilitated the turbines, which was a terrible investment, they added a fourth turbine. They optimized it and added a fourth turbine. So rather than having 64 megawatts, we now have 4 turbines, each of them 24 megawatts. That's 88. I'm sorry, the total is 88 megawatts of turbines installed. 4 turbines, a combined generating capacity potential. It has the potential, but it does not have the water. It does not have that amount of water to generate for all those 4 turbines to work during the dry season, which is why LEC has to do load shedding because they don't have enough power. If we were smart, we are not smart, which you know, Liberians are the stupidest people anywhere in the world. Clap for yourselves. We would have done a combination of things. We would have invested some of that money in solar power, industrial, photovoltaic solar power. We would have built a large solar farm that could generate tons of megawatts of solar energy that we could use to supplement the national grid. What we could have also done is what Senegal did 2 years ago. We could have invested in wind turbine. We could have built a wind farm. Senegal has a wind farm that produces 158 megawatts of electricity at a cost of $250 million. We spent, we invested, Liberia, $350 million that we borrowed from our partners abroad, and we invested $350 million in rehabilitating a poorly constructed or a dam that was constructed not at a strategic place in terms of damming or generating capacity. We pulled $350 million into rehabilitating that dam, knowing that we would have trouble in terms of generation capacity during the dry season when the water level recedes or when the water level drops. When we could have used that money, as did Senegal, to build a 250 megawatt, Senegal built a 158 megawatt wind farm at a cost of $250 million. So for $100 million less, for $100 million less, Senegal built a 158 megawatt wind farm that produces enough electricity that powers the homes and businesses of 3 million people. That is 60% of the population of our country. Hello, Bwagai. Hold on. For $250 million, Senegal built a 158 megawatt wind farm that produces electricity enough to supply 3 million Senegalese. Now, Liberia, on the other hand, for $350 million, $100 million more, Liberia rehabilitated a dam built in 1966 that produces not even 70%. The potential, even during the rainy season, is not even quite 80%. What does that tell you about Liberia? So you got 88 megawatts of electricity at the cost of 350 million. Senegal has 158 megawatts of electricity at the cost of 250 million. So not only did Senegal spend 150 million less than you, 100 million less than you, Senegal has over 60 megawatts more than you.
Yeah.
What does that tell you, folks?
And the issue about this electricity problem to Costa is that the Japanese freeway, the traffic like the erected there. Once there's no current, there's nothing the traffic light. The traffic light can come on. That's the first
traffic light.
The traffic light.
Yeah, but nowadays you can use traffic lights entirely on solar energy.
Yeah, but that particular traffic light, all the traffic lights now.
So they are connected to the LEC grid. That's what you mean.
Yeah, they are connected to the LEC. So once there is no current, no traffic light. Now all the street light they were posting about, we have street light here, we have it been months. It can come on.
Oh, wait. I thought those street lights were solar lights.
No. They are not.
The street lights, remember that they were bragging about, they are not solar lights.
No, they are not solar lights.
So they are connected to the LEC lines, to the LEC grid, the power grid.
Yeah, they are connected to the LEC lines. So now they can come on because we are in our various homes, we can get current. Then I street light we're talking about. So the people even fighting now to provide current for us. The citizens, we can get a current. Then what's about the streets? That jelly feed they put it on because we have people in the country. We have we're celebrating. So they try putting it on certain portion of it. When you know they put coming on the side, they put it on the side. When you finish from SKD, they call it up. When they go through SKD, they call it lay off on that side. When they're coming to the executive mansion, put it on there. That's how it was.
2022, and your country, 5 million people, you don't have electricity for them. Jesus Christ. Ooh, and Liberians can be what? Why should you even brag? What's there to be proud of as a Liberian citizen in this day and age? You don't got water, you don't got light. You gotta be carrying, you gotta be moving the car around. Tell you put it in wheelbarrow, you carry so. Okay, the poor coming on the other side, let's carry that. The poor coming. Can you imagine that?
that just how it's looking now in Liberia. Up until
it's sad, Waka. It is so sad. Liberia is a despicable, horrible, horrible, horrible country. Nothing you should be proud of. Any Liberian open your mind and say you're proud of Liberia is a stupid fool. You're proud of Liberia, a country where you have one of the lowest living standards in the world, one of the highest infant mortality rates in the world. More babies die proportionally in Liberia than they do in most countries in the world. Maternal mortality rate. You know how many pregnant women go to give birth and die from easily preventable, very minor complications?
I'm telling you.
A terrible, terrible country. You have nothing to be proud of. You ain't even got light. You ain't got water. You ain't got internet. You ain't got good roads. You ain't got nothing. Nothing works in your country. Nothing. There is absolutely nothing to be proud of as a Liberian, except you have not gone anywhere. You go to Liberia, you got something saying, you don't forget that you're dead, you're gone. There's nothing. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody tell me, say you're a patriot. You stupid. Do you know what patriotism is? Can't tell me, say you're patriot, you're not proud of Liberia. You're a damn fool. You be proud of Liberia. There's nothing to be proud of. I'm ashamed of my country. I love my country, and it hurts me to see it this way. And so you're stupid to be proud of something that is useless. Do you see parents say that and be boasting about their children who are not achieving anything in life? When did you see a parent sit now and boasting that their son is a Zogo? Hello?
Mm.
When, have you ever seen a parent sit now and complaining that their parent, you ask for my contribution? My contribution is exactly what I'm doing. Creating awareness, advocacy. I don't have power. It is the politicians who have taken power that are responsible for the way the country is. If you don't know that, you are a damn fool. Nobody can change Liberia in the private sector. No businessman can fix electricity. Nobody can fix the issue of the poor internet in the country. Do you know since when we had the fiber optic internet cable make landfall in Liberia? It's been a long time since we had it. And look at where we are. Internet doesn't work.
And now they say they want to run a company, a phone company. They have the LTC SIM card now. You can go and buy your SIM card. You play in your phone to use the internet. What the fiber optic? You know, since when they brought out the internet for
internet to work first, you got fiber optic. We borrowed $18 million from the World Bank when Amara Corner was Minister of Finance. That was their project. One of the projects he did. We borrowed that money from the World Bank. We added, the government of Liberia added some money there. We brought the fiber optic internet cable. Fiber optic, for those of you who do not know what fiber optic is in internet technology, it is the fastest, because it is the fastest technology in internet, in the whole internet technology. Fiber optic enables the data to be transmitted at the speed of light. That's why it's super fast. Fiber optic, it is the best. It is top of the line. So in 2010, I believe, 2013, it was in 2013, must have been. The fiber optic arrived in Liberia. We were celebrating, but anything that goes to Liberia does not work. There is nothing that goes to Liberia that works. Everything goes to Liberia to die. Liberia is a graveyard. It's a graveyard of dreams. It's a graveyard of aspirations. It's a graveyard of great potentials. Everything dies in Liberia. That's what happens. The fiber optic made landfall in Liberia. We were celebrating, Bwaga, today. you still got internet trouble in the country. You've had the fiber optic all these years. We have not been able to invest to get the fiber optic to people, to increase connectivity, to add people to the grid, and to get it working. We have not been able to do that. Nothing works in Liberia. Everything goes to Liberia to die. Everything goes. That's how useless we are as a country and people. We are so incompetent, it is not even funny. Nothing works in Liberia.
A few people will sit there and say, oh, Liberia rising. Liberia is, we are making progress. Because you are making progress in your own pocket and bank accounts.
Yeah, well, they think that's progress.
People. Yeah.
That's not how you develop a country. You develop a country with the whole, with all of the people. You create systems that work. You create opportunities. You know, when somebody goes to register their company or their business, it should be easy to do. When somebody wants to pay their taxes, it should be easy to pay your taxes. But nothing works.
Nothing works
in the country.
Even the frustrating part about it now in the country, Costa, if you want current, you say, oh, let me apply for meter to
you don't waste your time.
Hey, God, follow God.
Simple meter. You can't get meter.
So you say, oh, okay, I want to still current. I want to pay my tax or taxes to the government. You know,
let me go get my meter. You write LEC and say you want your meter. You can't get a damn meter installed.
To get
Liberians are useless people. Look, let me tell you something. This is why the country cannot move anywhere. Liberians are the laziest, most incompetent human beings you can find on the planet. I'm telling you. You apply for a simple meter. It takes you months to get a meter installed. You live in a community and you say your water line breaks. The water line bursts. The water is wasting. You call water and sewer to come and fix the water line. They will not come.
They will not come. They will not come.
You call the 911, the police hotline number. It does not work. Nothing works in the country. Can you not see it? Absolutely nothing works in Liberia. That thing may work in another country. The moment you take it to Liberia, it dies. What?
You want a foreigner will come, investors will come to the country. They want to go carry on their business registration. They go to the Liberia business registry to get document from that place.
They will tell you the printer. They print it down. They can't print your document. Can you imagine that, Waka?
When it will take you like 24 hours, it will take you 1 week or 2 weeks. You are running after a document. You have to get your own business register. Then we say, oh, we want to try to change the system. I just don't know what we are changing because we still have the way back mindset. We're still using, people are using technology. We are still having paper padding up somewhere.
Yeah.
We say, oh, when you go, you want to renew your document, they will sit and look through their photo one instead of just tapping on a computer
and just pull up put your business registration number in. Yeah, they should just be able to go on the computer and just do it and print it out. But they know they gotta go through it manually with their hands. Oh my God, Liberia useless. Yeah. And then you also sit out here and say what?
You go to the JFK. Before you go to the hospital, you have to get your registration. When you go back to that particular facility to get your name from that place again,
and you already got a registration card.
Yeah, the card. For them to find your paper, the date that you went there, the last time that you went there, you, Costa, if you are sick, you will be sitting down there for them to find your name within a far. God.
Amen. Listen to me. You give me power. One of the first things I do in Liberia, I move the whole country digital. No more paper binning. Digital. All the existing papers will scan everything and put it up in the cloud. In every government, when you apply for passport and say you want to renew your passport, all you have to do is go online, fill out the form, put your old passport number in, and that's it. You're only going to go in and pick up the passport. Because guess what, my guy? Your passport was already in the system. You already had a passport. So to renew a passport, you don't have to go to the ministry, stay in long line, and do this and do that. Birth certificate, you already got a birth certificate issued. All you need to do is just put in your details, put in the birth certificate number you have, and you can go in and you will just go in and pick it up rather than look. We are in fact license plates to get a license plate today. Only one place. Where do you go to get a license plate? The Ministry of Transport. Can you imagine?
Ministry of Transport. Yeah.
How can you have a whole country and to get a license plate for your vehicle, you can only go and get it from the Ministry of Transport? Do you know where we get license plates in this country? Do you know where we get it in this country? They got registered agents. The DOT, the Department of Transportation in every state, they got registered agents. That's where you go and get your license plate. That's where you go and get your registration renewed. You don't go to the government.
No,
you don't go to the government to get it. They got registered agents. In Liberia, you must go to the Ministry of Transport. Yeah, man.
If you buy a car, you in buy some Nimba, Bong, Lofa, you buy a car.
You gotta come to
Monrovia. Come to Monrovia to register your
car.
To
register the car. Tell me we are stupid people. Tell Liberia. You live in Grand Bassa. You buy a little Tesla, you gotta come to Monrovia to register the Tesla.
Yes.
Liberia useless. Liberia useless. Oh, the country doing well. Look, if you don't fix these things, you will never see progress. But do you know how long people who living in those countries, when they take pay, they usually have to come to Monrovia to cash their checks?
Yes.
The government will get their checks there, but there's no way to cash their checks. They will come to Monrovia. Oh my God. You got banks in the country, you go to ATM, you got money in the bank, in the ATM.
Oh, Costa, over the weekend, it was total mess. Echo Bank. We went to
you will be driving from one ATM to another ATM, no money in the machine.
Costa, we went to Single Branch, Echo Bank. They said no money. Ashmore Street Branch, no money. Vatam Branch, no money. We just have to forget it. Particular there. There was not to get your own money for the thing. No way.
In this country, I can go to the ATM. Everything like broken where go. We go to the ATM here, we can deposit a check in the ATM. Check. When you enter the information, it will ask you cash. What are you depositing? Cash or check? You can deposit a check in the ATM. You can deposit cash in the ATM. In Liberia, you can't deposit money.
No.
You can only withdraw. And the withdrawal fees are so high. When you're using one ATM, you're using GZ Bank ATM at Echo Bank machine, the fee is so high. It is so ridiculous. Nothing works in the country. But if I want to deposit a check, I've done that several times. I just take my phone. Listen, I take my phone, I go to my bank app. And I can just scan the check, and the check is deposited right there in my account on my cell phone, Can you imagine? Right on my cell phone. Bank statement. You want bank statement? You gotta go to the damn freaking bank and stand out there and wait for bank statement. We don't do that. Every single month, my bank uploads my bank statement in my bank app. I have accounts with 3 banks: Citizens Bank, Wells Fargo Bank, and Bank of America. My bank statements are there. I don't need to go to the bank to ask them to send me a bank, to give me a bank statement. No, I don't pay for bank statement. It is there. I can download it right now from my bank app. Do you think we cannot set these things up in Liberia to work the same way? Why are we so useless? Why are we so stuck in our ways? Hey, man, what kind of country they so? Then you say you're proud of Liberia. How can you be proud of a country that is going nowhere? The country is going nowhere. You're still doing things the old way. You can change. For Christ's sake, nothing works. My man, I swear to God, man. It's just
you go to the bank for your money. When to go withdraw your own money from the bank, they will tell you, say, wait. The people that can't deposit, they will serve their year first before we can serve the people that can't withdraw from the bank. Because of what? They will tell you, say, we ain't having enough money in the bank.
Guess what? The people that came to deposit are the ones whose money, when they collect, they're going to pay out to you who go to withdraw.
Who go to do the withdrawal?
Yeah, because the banks hardly have enough money. Look, corruption is not the problem alone. This is where some of you get it wrong. The singular problem of Liberia is not corruption. We got multiple problems, but corruption is not the number. It's not the only problem. To modernize the country, the systems in a country, it takes vision. It takes a visionary, bold leader to say, you know what? We are moving to the digital age. We are moving away from analog, from paperwork and all that kind of stuff. We're going digital. It takes visionary leadership to do that. There are other countries that are corrupt, but they have these systems in place. So the reason you don't have these systems, you're not digital, is because you don't have bold and visionary leaders. For example, you got a Dete Sanamaswan who opens his mouth and saying, I am Dr. Wia, Commander-in-Chief. The man that can say Commander-in-Chief is the man that's going to move the country to this level that we're talking about? Clearly not. You need brilliant leadership, a brilliant leader, a 21st century leader who understands and the value, the significance of moving to the digital age. Taking the country, the systems to that stage. I want to be able to sit down in my office as president and log on to a computer and be able to track all public works projects ongoing in the country. I want to be able to see every single contract that was awarded at every single government ministry and agency. I want to be able to enter the system and see who won the contract, at what stage is the contract, and every single thing. Track every single thing. I want to be able to enter the system and see how many passports were issued this month, how many work permits and residence permits were issued. I want to be able to track that from a central system. Okay. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to see how many workers at the Ministry of Lands and Mines went to work today. I want to be able to sit down and track it and see. So as president of Liberia, I will have a chief technology advisor or chief technology advisor to the president. His job is to help ensure that we have a national digitization plan, that we move the entire government from analog, from paper to the digital age, to make the government efficient, effective, and to reduce corruption. Technology does that. Amen, amen, amen. Why these people can't understand the value of technology and what it can do to improve service delivery. Why can't they see that? In this day and age, you're still doing this nonsense? You still tapping document, long tapping. Yes, in order to do that, John Sobo, you are right. You must fix electricity, which is why I said, if you cannot fix electricity, you're going nowhere. Fix electricity, fix the internet, because you need the internet, you need electricity to get these systems to work. This is what you call the fundamentals. You got to handle the fundamentals. You can't get any digital system to work well that. You have to. My man, it's just sad, man. Just freaking sad. Okay, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls then. Liberia is sad because we don't have good leaders. We don't have brilliant leaders. We got a bunch of stupid people who come to power in our country who think small. And that's why the country cannot move forward, because our leaders think small. Until we change the country and bring the right people, brilliant minds to take over the country and run the country, move us into the 21st century, technology, electricity, fix the healthcare system. I want, as president, when you go to the hospital, they should be able to enter your name in the system and they will see your entire medical history will pull up. Once you had been to a hospital in the past, okay? Every single patient, their medical records should be available to every hospital, everywhere they go. Do you know how many people die or get killed, wrongfully killed in hospitals, okay? Because they will go to the hospital, they will not find out what your medical history is, and then they will give you a drip when you should not have when they should not administer a drip to you. A lot of people die because of that. They give you the wrong treatment because they don't know what you are allergic to. They don't know any of those things, so they just put something. Oh my! Look, there's so many people die in hospitals across the country because they don't have the patient's medical history. How can you fix that? A central medical history database that every hospital and every clinic must be required by law that when a patient is brought to them, all they need to do is enter that patient's full name and date of birth. The full name and the date of birth, and that the patient's medical history should be able to pop up. Hey man, Pwaka, man, you say we can't do that one there? Hey man, why we stupid like this so as Liberians? I let to tell you the truth. The ball rule. We are a stupid set of people. In this day and age, you go to the hospital, they can make mistake and they give you the wrong medicine, you die. Because they don't know that you got, for example, when you are a diabetic person, they go scrap you, then they get you drip. Do you know how many people die in the hospital because of that? They go get you drip, they go get you medicine they're not supposed to give you because they don't know your medical history. I make a law. Once you have been to the hospital before, you got AFL sitting out there in the barracks. I will turn that damn military into what? Engineering. I will split them up into two departments. The engineering, the mechanical engineering department, the civil engineering department. No buggers will be building roads. We will buy road construction equipment. They will be building roads. They will be doing stuff. Put the military to work. You got nearly 2,000 men and women in the armed forces. What are they doing? They're sitting there. I'm going to put them to work. All the millions you spend on funding road projects, guess what? Rather than paying those millions to private contractors to do it, we purchase the equipment, we give them to the military, then we increase their salaries and their benefits and the conditions under which they live. Build decent housing units for them, empower them, get the military to be doing road construction, engineering, mechanical, and civil engineering. A development-oriented military in this 21st century. Why the hell would you have? First of all, how am I going to face the Zogo problem? Just give me 1 month, I face the Zogo problem. I'll deploy the army. I put the army on the streets from 6 p.m. all the way until day breaks everywhere. Every corner where Zogos are, I will deploy them there. They got buses, they got pickups, they go there, they collect the Zogos, they put them in the thing, they take them out of town somewhere. That's what you do. You think I'm going to get straight man saying about it? On Broad Street at night, 7 p.m., you can't walk there, okay? When last you ever walk on Broad Street, 7, 8 p.m. at night, okay? You can't. Granite Street, Rana Street, Ashmore Street, you're scared to walk there. Guess what? I deploy the army. I deploy the army everywhere. They will pick you up. We'll deploy the army. Amen. I look at our friend and say, hey, like Brembo, stupid. You get stupid men at Joey. I was in our commando in chief. Yeah? Oh, my God. I feel sorry for our people. I feel sorry for our people too much. I feel sorry for you. You're right. Henry Chapulu, an agriculture battalion. So not only will we have the mechanical and the civil engineering, the ones building the roads, we should also do an agriculture battalion. They are there making farm, operating tractors. That's how we should use the army. We ain't going to fight no war with nobody. Let's retrain the military and put them to work. Put them to work. But y'all, so fuck all leader than y'all get. When they come to power, they just want to steal and be thinking that we stay in 1900. We're in the 21st century, and you vote for stupid leaders who belong in the 18th century and the 19th century. I'm sorry for Liberia. Let's take some calls there, Baga. I'm sorry for the country. When I see the poor suffering, you're only suffering because your leaders are stupid. That's why you're suffering. You've got so much potential. You could do so much more. You could change so many lives in so short a period of time. In 10 years, this country can turn around. But look at you. In this day and age, you have nothing. You're poor. You're hustling. You got to travel abroad to go make it, to change your lives. It is so sad. Let's go to the line, Baga. Let's take some calls there.
Yeah. So we are talking Liberia this morning. You have experienced one way or the other something that we are talking about here this morning. So all you have to do, just call us up on 0770-102-102-86-010383. 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. You have experienced it one way or the other. It could be through business registration, through getting your stuff from the port, LEC, water and sewer, education,
Nothing works.
Everything.
Absolutely nothing works in the country. Put your hand on and tell me one thing that works in Liberia. Tell us one thing that works in Liberia. Tell us. Let's go to the lines. We got 30 minutes to go.
All right.
Tell us one thing you know that works in the country.
From the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, good morning, Buaka, and good morning, Costa.
Your name, go ahead. Where you calling us from?
Well, my name is Moses Campbell Dennis, and I call from the Turkish Republic once again.
Go ahead, my brother, quickly, 1 minute.
Honestly, this morning, I really feel the kind of frustration we're having in our country. And it's very sad to always see our country moving in such a direction, retrogressing continuously, and even without making any progress for that matter. And what is most sad is if somebody like Heron Costa is confronting the realities, and then other people are there saying, but what is he doing? They don't understand that the role that he's playing is very critical. Thousands of people are listening to him across the world. And he just said it clearly that we do need leaders that will be able to rise up. A very bold leader, courageous leader who can be able to do something, because other than that, our country will always remain the same. For some of us who have had the privilege to travel in other countries, we have seen exactly how things work. You see, and even thinking back home about situations there. So it's sad.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we take some more call. We have to make it snappy. 1 minute per caller. Let's take somebody from this line. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, brother. How you doing?
Welcome. Your name?
Thank you. This is my friends, and I'm calling from Mississippi, most of other country.
Go ahead, brother. You are live.
Thank you. Let me tell you good morning this morning, and let me tell him thank you for the platform, and Javier is blessed. The kind of thing that happening in the country right now by LEC, but now serious protest going on in this country. By now to LEC open, nobody coming in, nobody going in. Because it's causing a lot of damages for people. The economy is bad. People not getting money. Some people cook the whole wheat soup they keep in their freezer. And after 1 or 2 days, you got to go chunk it away. In the 21st century. Someone, Joey, I say he's doing well, he's doing that, he's doing that. We can be wondering which one is sector he's doing well. Right? Even though we voted for him, but actually, we are regretting right now, small. We are regretting small because you can vote for somebody.
You're regretting small? You all right?
Right now, we are not seeing no impact.
But yeah, man, is he regretting small?
All right, thank you so much, my brother.
All the mess that going on in the country, you only started regretting small. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is the Costa Show.
The Costa Show. Your name, where joining us from?
My name is Prince. I'm calling from Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Dhaka, Bangladesh. Okay, that's in India.
Yes.
No,
yes.
It's not India, Bangladesh. It's a country by itself.
Bangladesh, yeah.
You know, I woke up this morning and listening to the show. It's so much frustrating, Baka. It's so much frustrating that you see our country a very small population. We don't have a system. Very, 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 very frustrating.
True.
Liberia, we are not beyond. We are still sleeping. Because when you say beyond, then I mean maybe you have come outside and you come on the land, other countries are ahead of you, but we still sleeping. We even wake up to take shower, to wear clothes before we leave our house.
Hello, my brother, we just celebrated 200 years of existence. So when you say
200 years or nothing, of nothing to show up, nothing we get to show. No system, no nothing work. I'm living in a city or state with more than 20 million people. 20 million people will live in a state. But since I moved to the people country, I know the thing called electricity cutting off on me. I know the thing called running water going. The internet system, a function. I play football in the country.
Okay.
We leave this country, we go to every you will go to even the interior part of this country that we're in. You will see electricity there. Even in Buffer, somebody get electricity. Enter that man Buffer. He get freeze, he get everything there functioning for him.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's why I can hear other people when they talk. We stay sleeping with nothing.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. I'll take.
Okay, Sado. And Bangladesh, where the man calling from, is a poor country, one of the poorest countries in the world. But even they have electricity. Oh God, it's sad. Let's take more calls there.
Yeah. So we take your calls on the line. Let's take somebody from this line. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning, brother. Good morning, leader.
Welcome.
Yeah. Good morning.
Go ahead. Your name, where you calling from? Go ahead, my brother.
This is political disworker.
My man, let's take somebody from this line. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Bwaka.
Hassan, welcome, my brother.
Yeah, good morning, leader.
Yeah, good morning, good morning.
Thank you for the conversation this morning. What you're saying is very true. Our leaders has been our main problem. The reason Liberia has not made progress is because our leaders, the kind of leader we elect, they are so petty. That's why we've been this backward.
My brother, you into business. You normally go about buying rice and other things from, big companies. How is it like getting your goods?
Well, since the shortage of the rice, the beginning of the shortage of rice, we've not gone back to normal. Before the rice shortage will occur, when you buy rice, the importers themselves will supply you. But up to now, you will go and buy the rice and bring your own car to transport it back.
And why is that?
Why is that, Hassan? Why?
Yes, the people saying the government levied taxes on them. They will not be able to supply you, and they will not make anything.
So because of that, because now you have to transport the rice yourself.
You're buying 1 million bags.
Therefore, you are increasing the price, right?
Transport it home yourself. You have to carry it to your business place.
Yeah, it means even you buying 1 million bags, you still have to transport it home.
So transportation is no longer free for rice rice dealers.
It's no longer free.
No longer free.
Asking, has that caused them to increase the price of rice?
Hassan, you getting Costa? Costa is asking, have that caused any increment from your end?
Clearly.
Oh, sure. We, before the rice shortage, we were selling rice $13.50. But now, no one's selling that price. Because when you go and buy it, you have to put your transportation there. Now, the normal price for rice is $14.50. Some people, and some places, 15.
So you guys added $1.
Yes, some people added $1.50. Transportation is expensive.
So can you imagine those that are taking it from Mosurado, carrying it in the Leeward counties now? You should know it's totally...
It's much higher there, yeah.
Totally different.
Okay, brother Hassan, thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your newborn baby.
Yes, congratulations to brother Hassan. He has a newborn baby, and the baby boy's name is Abdul Raham.
Yeah,
I believe Abdul Raham.
Thank you, Hassan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's take some more calls there.
That's our brother Hassan there from, he's into rice business and other things. Let's take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning, welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, this is Uncle George. I'm calling you from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Welcome, umbrella.
Yeah, the topic under discussion, Costa asked question. He said that why is it that things don't work in Liberia? I just want to be short, and then probably you will get the point. The thing it didn't start in Liberia. It started here in America. Henry Costa, you live in America. I believe the neighborhood that you live in, there's no lot of black people living there. I have not been there, but I see the pictures that you sometimes post around your house. We, as the black people that live in America here, if you go to our neighborhood where black people live at, you will see the difference from where the other people are living at. Fast forward. I mean, they'll go backtrack. Those are left from here to go to Liberia in the 1800s. They went there with the mindset that they went there to go revenge. They now went there to go build the people up. So they went there the same way they were living here in America. That's why they carried it to Liberia. And that's how we are because of them. If they went to Liberia at that time to teach the people how to do better, Liberia will be better. I will tell you that on the political side, there were a bunch of Democrats that went to Liberia that kept Liberia the way it is. You see the Democrats in this country, they kept the people here on food stamps. They should not work. They should only vote for them. I will tell you this. This is how we look like in Liberia. We as Liberians, we are a bunch of complainers because why? That's how we were brought up. Our problem now, let's start with Joe. We are even Samuel Doe or Toba, but it started from the beginning. So, Mr. Costa, if you see that Liberia, things can work there, look around your surrounding. In the dollar where you're living at, I drive around here. If I go to a black neighborhood, it looks different. Because why? Slavery has something to do with our mentality. This is why we have a problem in Liberia. It's not just a problem. So the one you are the young people, the one where you can fix it, and say you change your mindset.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Let's take somebody from this line. Martina Konate trying to get you. Martina, good morning. Welcome to the show. Costa Princess.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead. You are live.
Hello?
Martina, good morning. Welcome. I don't know, Martina. Whenever it reach to you, it becomes a little problem there. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Your name, where you calling from?
I'm David. I'm calling from Oslo in Norway.
Okay, welcome. Norway.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live. Please listen to me through the cell phone. Please listen to me through the cell phone. Don't listen to the receiver.
Okay. I heard Costa asking the question this morning. And what I like about Costa is the analysis first before the discussion. And Costa asked the question before taking some calls. He said, what actually works in Liberia? And what actually works in Liberia, Costa, is the corruption.
That's true.
The corruption and the lack of dignity, the lack of respect for mankind. These guys do a lot of things that are not good for our country. And people think that people are thinking that, Liberia is just a farm. And sometimes I heard you the other time when you say, oh, I don't know why God put me in this country. My dear, God brought you into Liberia for such a time like this because he wants to use you as an instrument of change. And let us not give up because these guys are bent on just destroying Liberia. And if we don't do something about it, the entire generation will be destroyed. So I just want to say to you that what you are doing, Borkai and Costa and the entire team, you are doing extremely good job. And let's continue pressing on because these guys, they will vandalize, they will loot that nation, and nothing else will be left behind if we don't keep even checking, doing the check and balance.
Thank you so much, my brother, for calling.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that works. Corruption works very effectively. It works in all of its forms.
Welcome.
It works.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you. This is Abu Gaba, and I'm calling for Punchmate this morning. And let me thank you for your show. And
Go ahead, you're live, my brother.
Yeah, thank you this morning, and thank you to Costa. You know the problem here. The problem is.
Oh, my brother, we can just keep on that the thing you on now, my man. That take somebody from when you call, you go strictly to the point. I don't know why your line keep breaking through. Let's take this person again. Good morning, Martina.
Good morning, Bwaga.
Yeah, welcome, Costa Princess.
It's Martina Konate, Costa Princess, calling from Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you for having me on the show this morning. Good morning to our many listeners. Bwaga, I want to say to a leader that he shouldn't give up. I want to respectfully disagree with the caller that said the leader is our problem. No leader is our problem here. We Liberians, we are our own problem. Because we were opposition for 12 good years. Everything that Eli did in the country, we stood against Eli. We were with the CDC. Today, they get some people, everything that Eli did, CDC have double it, but they still stand within the defending them. And don't be surprised, even we that in the opposition today, that advocating for change, that we're speaking against things that this government doing. When the next government come to power, you will still get people that defending their government because they believe that my party, I brought a party to power.
Yeah.
So we can come together as Liberian and change that mentality. I knew people on Facebook that were supporting Donald Trump, but because of the betterment of Liberia and their children's future, some of them they are Republican, but they voted Democrat, which is Joe Biden because they wanted change.
Yep.
They get our mindset, their country will not go anywhere. Let's forget about party mandate and put our country first and put our next generation future first. So we will see the light that we all yearning for in this country and start supporting politicians because they only come to power to enrich them and their family. Till we can get our mindset, this country will not go anywhere. We'll complete politician leaders. Leaders are not the problem here. We, the Liberian, we are the problem here. I elected you for so and so change. And because you come, you give me one better for the job. I forget about the change I've been pushing. I focus on the job and my children, the money I make you to live a good life. Except we change that mindset, we will never see change in this country here. We will continue to shape blame on politicians till we die. The next generation come and will continue. Except we take that as an advice to say our country come first, our generation future come first. Then we will see the change we all want and forget about party mandate. Thank you, Bwaga, for having me.
Thank you.
Bwaga, hold on there. Don't take a call. I want to speak to what Martina said. Martina, you are really my princess for true. Because the way you spoke is so true, is so reflective of the views that I hold on this particular issue. The people don't love themselves. Liberians love themselves. Liberians love their politicians. They love their Joseph Bwaga. They love their Jawia. They love their... So the thing is, when the politicians betray them and do terrible things to them, many of them still support them. You encourage the bad behavior. You, the people. I'm not supporting Joe Bwaga because I love him. I'm supporting Joe Bwaga because I believe in what he can do for the country. And when he comes to power and fails to do it, he will no longer enjoy my support, even though he may not need it anymore. But that's just it. And I'm not telling Joe Bwaga is going to fail because Joe Bwaga is different. He's just different because he's had an opportunity before to serve and he's demonstrated himself that he's got integrity. But the point I'm trying to make is don't continue to support a bad leader when you've given them power and they're doing the same things that they preached again, you keep supporting them. But then again, Martina, this is where I come to you and say, who do I blame here, the people or the leader? I will blame the leader more. And here is why, Bwaga. This is my vision as president. I want to destroy partisanship in the country. I'm choosing my words carefully, and I'm choosing, and you know me, I'm passionate. I don't mince my words. The day I'm president of Liberia, Bwaga, nobody will be proud to say I am from this party or from that party. You know why, Bwaga?
No.
I will make the country only about the country and not about a political party. We will pick people who are qualified and competent based on what they can do and what they can offer, and not what political party they come from. You got to bring the whole country, rally them around the collective values and the vision. What is a vision? Does Liberia have a national vision? We don't. Where do we want to go in the next 5 years? In the next 10 years? Where do we want to go? We don't have a vision. You need to rally the nation around that vision. Collective vision as a country and people. But how can you have a collective vision and expect the people to rally around you when all you do is steal, build yourselves big houses, take care of your girlfriends, send your kids to the best schools while the people are suffering? Nobody will rally around you, Buckeye. You're wondering why people are not celebrating Bicentennial? How the hell you will celebrate Bicentennial of a country that has done nothing for you? So, Buckeye, you can destroy partisanship. You can destroy tribalism by bringing the people together, building a cohesive, harmonious society. I will not see your tribe. I will not see your religion. I will not see your political party label. I will see you as a Liberian citizen and what you can offer and contribute to the country. Okay. Do you know why Liberians hate one another? We hate one another for so many reasons. Because number one, there is so little to go around. When you succeed, a fellow Liberian man hates you more than a foreigner because he ain't got nothing, so he ain't want you to have anything. And it is promoted by those in power. The people in power are the ones who promote hate and division amongst our people. But as president of the country, I will seek to promote all Liberians and ensure that when a Liberian man does well, we'll elevate you, we'll promote you. You live in a country where the president is supposed to drive the best cars, have the best women, have the best food, have the best house, be the richest in the country. Nobody can have anything more than the president. I want to live in a country where we will elevate the people and celebrate the people and encourage other people to emulate them. And we will ensure that we as a government craft policies and programs and create an enabling environment in which our people can thrive and prosper and grow. And we can be able to say, this is what we are doing. This is what we're accomplishing. Let me tell you something. When Nelson Mandela, a leader creates other people, creates other leaders. Let me tell you something, Wookie. When Nelson Mandela came to power, one of the things Nelson Mandela did, because the white people control the economy of South Africa, Nelson Mandela launched a program called the Black Empowerment Program, Economic Empowerment, affirmative action program called the Black Diamonds Program, where the government willfully and affirmatively promoted, awarded contracts, provided skills and capacity building, all kinds of resources to South Africans, to Black South Africans to succeed in business. Okay? The current president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa is one of those who benefited from that program. He's one of the richest South Africans alive. He's worth $500 million. One of the richest black-skinned Africans and Africans for that matter. It's called Patrice Motsepe. Patrice Motsepe is a billionaire. Patrice Motsepe is one of those South Africans who is who he is today because of that program. Liberians are so hateful. You in a ministry, you work for President Henry Costa, and somebody goes for a contract. A Liberian man is qualified. He participates in a bidding process. He has a track record. He has a history of delivering and performing. And you give the contract to a foreigner because you don't want that man to get the contract because you and him probably went to school together. He was chasing your girlfriend, or you felt like he was a bigger boy when you were not, and you suppressed him. I will fire your ass, and I will call a press conference, and I will tell the country why I fire your ass. That is the kind of Liberia I want to see. That you did not give a contract to a Liberian man because he chased your girlfriend or because he had the prettiest girls. We are so wicked to one another, Buckeye. 9 out of 10 times we will give the contract to a foreigner for 2 reasons. Number 1, because he's going to pay me a big bribe. Number 2, because he's not going to get the money in Liberia to bullshit and act like he's better than me. I will fire you, and I will tell the country why I fire you. I fire Bwaga Kamara as Minister of Finance because a Liberian man, a competent Liberian, participated in a bidding process, but Bwaga chose to give the contract to a Lebanese man or to an Indian man. I'll fire you and I will disgrace you. That is the kind of president you will have in Henry Costa. Yeah. Nationalism. When we'll hold together. Every month, every other month, we'll have an honoring program for successful Liberian entrepreneurs and successful Liberians who are accomplishing great things. We'll bring them to the executive mansion, and the president will take the back seat, and the president will be the one praising them and lifting. Nobody will be saying to me, Pagu, you strong, Data Costa. Nobody. We will elevate the people over the presidency. We will elevate the people and not be worshiping the presidency. Anybody who is a sycophant, you are fired. I travel abroad, I come back, and you come to the airport, you leave your office to come receive me. When I did not tell you to come receive me, I will fire you, and I will tell the country, you abandon your job. You're irresponsible, and you're derelict. You in the execution of your duty. You are not fit to be in my government. You are fired. Why are you fired? What you come to the airport for? Now why I appointed you for? They can't receive me at the airport to be smiling at me? No. You go to my church, become a president, now everybody want to go to the president church. I'll tell my pastor in the church, I'll tell my people, don't get that seat. All the ministers that come to my church here, don't let them sit down in the church. Let them go to their own churches. They will not come to my church. You won't be smiling in the president's face. Yeah, Mr. President, we love you. Bagu, you strong. This is why the country is the way. The country revolves around the presidency. I would take the country and give it to the people. Elevate the people. Promote the people. Look for good Liberians outside there. Lift them up. Elevate them and say, you see John Brown? John Brown doing good. All day the president, everybody heaps praises on the president. Everybody worshiping the president. We want to elevate the people and not the president. Elevate the people. Amen, Bwaga, man. Bwaga, you go to participate in a bidding process and they ask you for bribe money. You just bring their complaint. I will fire the whole committee, the whole bidding team. And if Lebanese man get their money as bribe and they get in the contract, I will prosecute and deport the Lebanese man and grab the people and put them in jail. But Bwaga, you can only do that if you do not steal yourself. The moment you start stealing as president, Bwaga, the moment you start collecting bribe as president, Bwaga is finished. Bwaga, I will keep people, but I will go to your ministry. If you are the minister in that ministry, you are not there on time, you are in trouble. I will disgrace people for small things. When I appoint you in the government, your wife will say, sweetheart, you sure you want to take that job? That president there will disgrace. I don't want my friend to be laughing at me when you go make me say they will disgrace us. Now what your wife will tell you, sweetheart, I beg you, let's continue to say our water. You sure you won't work for Henry Costa? The NSA, I will take the NSA, retrain them, buy sophisticated listening devices, and rather than spying on and picking up people who are advocates and political opponents of the government, the NSA now will start doing what? Spying on my government officials, collecting data on them, their activities, going after them, and prosecuting them under the law. Bwaga, that's the only way you fix that country. That's the only way. My brother Paul Costa, my eldest brother whom I love so much, participated in a bidding process for a government contract. His company did not qualify. You gave him a contract because he's my eldest brother. Because you feel that you want to impress the president. You want to ingratiate yourself with the president. So that when President Costa knows that you gave his brother Paul Costa a $10 million contract that he's not qualified for, then President Costa will be happy with you. By the time I find out my brother won that bid, and you give it to him when they were competent, when there were other people who provided better bids, more competent bidders, I will fire your ass. And I will tell the country why I fire your ass. Because you gave my brother a contract when he did not qualify. When John took back, while he was more qualified, but you give it to Paul Costa, I will fire you for that. Ego. Look, let me tell you something. Until you have such a bold leader, I'm not saying nobody else can do these things, oh. I'm not saying there's nobody else who can do these things, oh. That's not what I'm saying, oh. But until you have such a leader, you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. You will just run around in circles. How is it that the government will spend 89% of the budget on the government itself? Why does the government exist? Have you read your constitution lately? In Article 2, in Article 1 of your constitution, It says all power is inherent in the people, and it is their free will that institutes government for their benefit. And if their safety and happiness so requires, they may change that government through the democratic process. Now, does this government exist for our benefit, Buckeye? When you look at the lifestyle of a minister, does it look like the minister there to serve you? Buckeye, listen to me, Piggy. When you see the minister, you look at the Sam Wulu, who can buy 3 vehicles on the spot. That son of a swine who used to be broke him more dragging. They made all 3 cars on the spot. One Jeep Wrangler. He bought a G-Wagon. He bought a Porsche Cayenne. 3 vehicles at one time. Bought it for him. He bought a car, but he can't even drive them because he's afraid to drive the car. He was driving the cars around. Pray tell me, Pwaka. Pray tell me, that kind of man, you think I need to do all that on our ass? I will send people to arresting so money. I said, where the hell did you get the money from to buy 3 cars on the spot? Put that son of a swine in jail. Take those cars from him. Go, amen. Amen, Bwaga. Again, I repeat, you cannot do these things if you yourself are a rogue. And you steal yourself, you cannot do these things, Bwaga. No way. That is the kind of president you need to fix Liberia. I'm sorry, all the people we've had, so jokers. So jokers. No cousin, no distant cousin of mine would smell a government job. Not from me, no way. We can fix this country, but it will never be fixed until we have the right leader. You got minister driving $70,000 car. Somebody posted a picture of Sam Mulu the other day, old 27 and his license plate, driving a Chevrolet Tahoe that cost over $70,000 US. The minister of transport drives a $70,000 car in the poorest country on the face of the earth with a GDP per capita of $550 US. Me, I will put your behind in a $20,000 car. All ministers will drive a vehicle no more than $30,000. The ceiling is $30,000. The highest price for a vehicle for a minister is $30,000. $30,000. That's the highest price. That's what you will drive. That is what you will drive. Because of what? Because you work for a poor nation of poor people who have been suppressed and kept poor for so long. And you want to drive in a $70,000 car, $80,000 car? You damn son of a swine. Your job, the money you make should reflect the people. You cannot be disproportionately better off at the expense of the people while the people you're supposed to be serving are living in abject poverty. It would not happen. If it is God's will, you shall see such a leader one day. If it is God's will. And I believe it is. I believe it is. You think to change Liberia is going to take an average Joe Blow as president? Do you think that's what they're going to take? Liberia needs a tough, radical president to change. All the presidents you've had, it's going to take a tough, radical to change the country. That's the only way the country will change. That's the only way. You need a Gerald Rawlings or a Thomas Sankara or a Paul Kagame to change the country. Not somebody to murder people, don't violate their rights. You can change Liberia without violating the people's rights. Oh, I believe in democracy, freedom of speech, the rights of the people, the rule of law should take precedence. To change Liberia, you will need a radical leader who himself is incorruptible. If you can be bribed and bought, you cannot change Liberia. If money is your concern, wealth, you cannot change Liberia. You're joking. Why do you think some of us are betting on Joe Biden? Because the first thing that takes away political willpower from a leader is when he or she is concerned about wealth. That's the first thing. Bwaga, the number one thing, the slippery slope, the moment you start taking bribe as a leader, Bwaga, you're gone because you finish. That's why we are betting on Joe Bwaga, because Joe Bwaga does not care about getting rich. Nope. Money is not his fixation. Money is not his concern. If the moment you care about money, it's gone. That's what the Bible says. Money is the root of all evil. It did not say money is evil. And listen, the Bible did not say money is evil. I will tell myself, but I like to finish on this note. The Bible did not say money is evil. No, it did not say that, because if the Bible believes that God believes money is evil, then God will not ask you to pay your tithes. And your tithes is what? Money, right, boy guy? But no.
Sure.
The Bible didn't say money is evil. The Bible said the root of all evil is money.
Yeah.
The root. The root of all evil is money. Money. Money is the root of all evil. So by the time you let money become the thing that you are obsessed with, that you are fixated upon, my brother or my sister, you are gone. You are finished. Money is the root of all evil. It did not say the love of money. It said money is the root of all evil. It did not say the love of money, folks. Those of you who are saying that, you have it wrong. The Bible says money is the root of all evil. We have a long way to go. The country needs a bold, visionary leader that will take us from this dark era and move us into the light. A fair and just leader who thinks about the people, who cares about the people, who puts the country and the people first. That's the kind of leader I'm talking about. You ask yourself, if you call yourself a fair and just leader, is it fair, boy guy, that the national budget, that 89% of the national budget is spent just on maintaining the government, paying salaries? Is it fair? You see, that's how you know you're just or you're fair. You ask yourself, is it fair that a minister gets rich overnight while the people he is supposed to be serving are living in abject poverty? Is it fair that he can send his wife or his girlfriend to give birth in America so the children can become American citizens? Is it fair? That's what you ask yourself. That will be my guiding philosophy and principle. Is it fair that this man should drive a $100,000 car working for a man who lives on less than $100 a month? Is it fair? Money, the love of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, that is the correct way to say that. That's a full way to say it. The love of money is the root of all evil. Mother Clara Riggs, thank you. That's it. The love of money is the root of all evil. That's the full and complete way to say it. That is true. The love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, but the love of it. And that is why leaders who love money oftentimes become terrible leaders. Okay? Because all they care about is money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Thank you so much, folks. God bless you. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye-bye.